Windows XP was released on 2001 by Microsoft. It was the successor to the operating systems Windows 2000 and Windows ME, released on 1999 and 2000 respectively. Windows XP was considered more user-friendly and a vast improvement over the previous operating systems by many, with its implementation of the Start menu being redesigned into something more practical. Although outdated and support is discontinued, it is still used by 36% of Windows users. Here's a quick tour on the different tools and functionalities of Windows XP. Okay, so first we have the Start menu. The Start menu features a two-column view with recent apps on the left, with other apps on the right, and also an all programs view that the user could use to see other programs installed in the computer. So next we have the control panel. The control panel is your bridge to the system settings in this. System settings can be changed. Okay, so the control panel has two views. The first is the theme view, which presents options in colorful icons. And the other one is classical view, which shows the text and white space similar to other management setups. So next we have the task panels. This feature, first introduced on Windows Neptune, was implemented and further experimented on Windows XP. It allowed users to quickly access features related to certain folders. So these are the task panels. Next we have the File Explorer. Compared to previous OS, the File Explorer was upgraded and now featured a film strip to allow users to have high-resolution previews of files, such as images. It also had functions like rotation functions. So here is the File Explorer. Next is the screensaver. Windows XP comes preloaded with a bunch of screensavers you can choose from. To access this, simply go to the desktop, right click, then click on Properties, then click on Screensaver. Click on this drop down menu, then from here choose a screensaver. It's that easy. Next we have the uninstaller. Windows XP, like other Windows operating systems, have built-in uninstallers that allow users to uninstall unwanted programs. To do this on Windows XP, first we have to click the Start button. Click on the Start button, then go to Control Panel, then click on this Add or Remove Programs. Since I don't have any installed programs, we have nothing here. Next is the power management. For more heavy users, we want to optimize our setups that will allow us to conserve power. Windows XP also comes with this feature of power management. This too can be accessed in the control panel of Windows XP. To access this feature, we first click on Start, then click on Control Panel. Next, find Power Options. Then you can configure the settings of the desktop to manage power. Next is the disk defragmenter. All Windows XP computers have at least one hard disk. The hard disk is where almost everything installed on your computer, such as applications, files, folders, and the operating system, is stored here. The general use of your computer, such as when you create new files, delete files, or install new software, your hard disk can become fragmented. This means part of the same disk file becomes scattered over different areas of your disk. When a disk is fragmented, it can cause your computer to slow down. To keep your hard disk running smoothly, you must routinely defragment or defrag the hard disk. The disk defragmenter tool can help you do this. To use the disk defragmenter, click Start, choose All Programs, go to Accessories, then System Tools, then choose Disk Defragmenter. Okay, next would be establishing Ethernet connections. First, let's click Start, then click on the control panel, then click on Network Connection, then click this one, create a new connection. So this is the Ethernet connection wizard. Windows XP has a built-in software wizard or setup assistant that allows you to establish network connections of different types. To get to the internet connection of the wizard, choose the Connect to the Internet option from Select Network Connection Type is. So let's click Next, then Connect to the Internet, then Next. You get ready. So this is the Getting Ready page. It gives us three choices. First is the Choose from a list of Internet Service Providers or ISPs. This option gives us direction for establishing an account with an Internet Service Provider. Next is the Set up my connection manual. This option establishes connections for accounts that have already been opened with an internet service provider in which the username and password are ready for use. And lastly, the Use the ID I got from an ISP option is used when using an installation CD-ROM from one of the service providers. So let's choose the first option. Then, by the way, let's go. If you choose the second option, this will happen. The wizard will assume that an account was opened before. Manual connections require the username and password from a working internet service provider. Dial-up connections also require a telephone number while broadband connections do not. The first option works for phone line internet services, which is either ISDN or traditional dial-up. The second option works for DSL or cable modem internet services that require username and password. The last option works for true DSL or cable modem services, which does not require a username or password. If you choose the last option, this will happen. Service providers normally build their setup CDs to have all of the necessary setup data and instruction for an operating system in a package. Clicking Finish exits the wizard and assumes that the user has put the right CD to continue the process. Modern broadband internet services do not require using setup CDs. Okay, let's go back again. Choose the first one, then click next, then click finish. Next would be Network Security Establishment. Windows XP contains the Internet Connection Firewall software, in which can be used to limit what information is being transferred and dealt with between the Internet and any private networks. So first, let's open the control panel. Then click on Windows Firewall. And then click on recommend. Next, if you have some exceptions, you can click here, then add ports, then type the name, then the port number, then click on OK. After that, click OK. So let's try to change the automatic update setup. So in the control panel again, click on Security Center. Double click, then click on Automatic Updates. Then click on Automatic. And click on. Take a look at its features. First is Device Driver Rollback. So let's click Start. Right click on my computer. Click on Properties. Then click on Hardware. Click on Device Manager. Click this one. Then right click on this one. Then click on Properties. Click on Driver. Now this is the rollback driver. Users can uninstall any driver updates and continue using the previous stable version in case if their current updated versions cause any issues. Next feature would be the remote assistance. To use this feature, click Start. Right click on my computer, then click on Properties, then click on Remote. So this is the remote assistance. It provides help and assistance by having support personnel to connect to the user's PC and to diagnose and fix any problems. There are also many other features in Windows XP such as CD burner, which allows user to put anything in their CDs. So that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.